another one.
How's it going, guys? William here. Welcome back to another One Up Farm. And you may remember from last time that today is a rainy day, our first rainy day, which is awesome because it means we don't have to water these crops, which frees us up so much more time for collecting materials, clearing out our farmland, meeting residents, just so much time for activities, which is great. Before we get cracking on any of that, I am going to check the weather forecast tomorrow so that we can see if the gods have blessed us with double rain. Doesn't happen very often. And we can see, oh, yeah, so we do have double rain. We have rain today, rain tomorrow, which gives us 2 really good days to get cracking with clearing out our farmland, collecting the resources that we need for the silo. That is our next aim. We're actually going to pop over and see Robin today and find out exactly what we need to get the silo built. But 2 days of rain is definitely going to be very helpful with that. If we could get some more crops planted today, also that would be really good. No, but we're not going to be able to get more crops planted today for the simple fact that on Wednesdays, Pierre's general store does not open. I assume Pierre takes care of his affairs on a Wednesday because that's the day that the store doesn't open. So there won't be any more crops planted unless we find some wild seeds, which we will just get planted for some extra cash flow. So first things first, I'm going to clear out this little bit of land. We're probably going to do that until early afternoon, and then head on into town to speak to Robin about the silo. So yeah, let's crack on with clearing this out. I have been toying with the idea of sort of laying down some pathways to get a farm layout in my head for you guys, but I think I'm just gonna go with the flow for now because things could change so quickly, and that can be a bit of a drain on resources when you're changing things around. A drain on resources, a drain on funds, which we don't really have at the moment. So yeah, the silo is probably going to be placed relatively close to the house for the time being. We can always move that very easily closer to the coop. It doesn't make much of a difference other than aesthetically, which is important for me. The aesthetics are definitely very important for me. I'm not sure if it's as important for everybody else, but I do like my farm to look nice as well as be productive. So that's something we'll be thinking about closer to the time. So let's put that in there. So we're building up quite a lot of materials very quickly, which is good. A blacksmith can break this open for. We'll take that on over to Clint the blacksmith today. Actually, we'll get that done. We do have some wild seed to plant, so we'll put those here and not have to worry about watering them for a couple of days, which again is great. Collect all of this sap, which will be used for things like torches, crafting things like torches. Right, so, do we need... No, we don't need to craft anything just yet. We are good. So yeah, definitely going to be focusing on clearing out the farmable land. The green land, not so much. Nothing to worry about on there. Yeah, it will clear up more space for forage to grow, but for the time being, I'm really going to focus on getting rid of the branches, getting rid of the stone, because that offers double reward. That offers us more space and more materials to use for buildings. If we're lucky, we may be able to get a little bit of fishing in today too, because the weather definitely affects the type of fish we can catch, and that would bring in a little bit of extra money so that we can head to Pierre's tomorrow and get some seeds planted, some more crops. This little patch of land here does look very good for future farm buildings. A barn would be lovely over here. It would give the animals close access to the water, which in game doesn't do too much, but again, aesthetically does a lot for me. But there are things we cannot get rid of at the moment. So the big stones we can't actually clear with our current pickaxe, and the larger tree stumps and trunks we cannot get rid of with our current axe. Once we can start mining, we'll definitely be working on upgrading those to completely clear our land further. So we're running quite low on energy now after a hard morning work on the farm. So let's head on over to Robin and see what we need to get this silo built so that we can start cutting the grass and storing animal feed. That's the main aim for today. Try and focus on getting as much of those materials as we can, and then we'll head on over to Clint the blacksmith to crack open those geodes and see what we've got in there. I can see you hiding over here, hiding away, waiting to not be plucked out of your home in the ground. Sorry about that. And hopefully we'll bump into some people in town. I'm not sure how many people will be wandering about in this kind of weather. It may just be us, but we'll have a look anyway. We don't have any requests, but we do have to remember that Mayor Lewis's birthday is this Sunday. I've no idea what kind of gift he would like, because anytime I've ever played this game before, I really have neglected friendship, which is friendship with the local villagers, which is probably not the best way to go. So I'm already heading to the blacksmith, but let's head to Robin first, as I'm not sure what time she leaves her position at the desk in her workplace / home, because she works from home. Oh, we've got another daffodil, which is good. We had to sell those for some cash. Here we are. So we've arrived at Robin's house, and she is at work. Some weather, huh? Some weather indeed. So what we want to do is construct farm buildings. So we can see that for the coop, we need 4,000 gold, which we definitely don't have right now. 300 wood, which we also don't have right now, and 100 stone. So we don't have anything for the coop, but luckily we're not going to be attempting to build the coop right now. Okay, so for the silo, we need 100 gold, 100 stone, 10 clay. So all of these are fairly easy to get, apart from the copper bars. The copper bars we're not going to be able to get until a specific point when the mines become available to us, unless we're really lucky with geodes, which I can't see us being able to do. So we're definitely going to have to wait until the mines are open for the silo, but we can build up the other resources in the meantime. What else do you have for sale? She sells stone and she sells wood. I don't know why you would purchase that from her, because there is an abundance of it already available to you in the game. Basic window. She sells some furniture for our house. As we upgrade our house, we'll definitely look at coming back and getting some better furniture. The recipes for things we can create are pretty interesting, because at some point we are going to want to well light our farm in an attractive manner. So the lampposts, the brazier, those are definitely a good idea, as well as the stepping stone path. Yeah, so we're definitely going to come back here and take advantage of those when we have some cash to spend on aesthetics on our farm. What's going on in here? What are you guys doing? This looks like some kind of lab. Greetings, I'm Demetrius, local scientist and father. Thanks for introducing yourself. No problem. I'm studying the local plants and animals from my home laboratory. Okay. Have you met my daughter Maru? She's interested to meet you. I believe we have met Maru. This would be Maru. Oh, aren't you the one who just moved in? I'm Maru. I've been looking forward to meeting you. So we hadn't met Maru. I am remembering incorrectly. So they're working on it with a stereo microscope. I don't know what a stereo microscope is, and a periodic table. You know, with a small town like this, a new face can really alter the community dynamic. It's exciting. It's exciting for me too. Who is this? Oh, you just moved in, right? Cool. Sebastian. Out of all the places you could live, you chose Pelican Town. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And I'm enjoying it. I quite like it. I'm quite enjoying it thus far. I'm not going to rummage through their house. I'm not going to rummage through their house while they're here. I'm going to leave Demetrius to speak to his wife and Maru to continue with her evil science experiments. Okay, so we're not going to head back to the farm just yet. We're going to, oh, hello. A stranger. Hello. Hello, Linus. Don't mind me. I just live out here alone. In this tent, I assume. It's very cozy. Very cozy. Maybe not my ideal living conditions, but whatever works for you, Linus, that's fine. So we're not going to head straight back to the farm. We are going to endeavour to do some fishing. Now, we don't have a lot of energy for said fishing, so I may have to... Hello. Okay, can't get through there. Yeah, so we may have to eat the leek. Is that a leek? Yeah, it's a leek. We may eat the leek and start fishing here. Yeah, let's do that. Eat this leek. Yes. Okay, so it gave us 40 energy. That's a reasonable amount. We've missed Clint in the blacksmith, I believe. So I'm going to have to do that tomorrow. Completely forgot about that. But that's not a problem. Because there is a mechanic in the game that would lead me to believe it's better to check our fortune before we open the geodes anyway, which I didn't do today, and I will do from tomorrow. When we have a really good fortune, we'll definitely focus on getting those geodes cracked open. Just for better returns from them. Okay, so this seems like a moderately easy one. And it is a 15-inch chub. Not familiar with the chub species of fish in real life, so I can't tell if that's an accurate picture or not, but sure. So again, fishing in the different areas. This would be the mountain lake. Offers its own various of its own fish for us to catch, very different to the ocean type. Some may appear in both areas, but they each do have their own speciality fish. And we have a perfect. That's great. And it is a 18-inch bullhead, which is good. That looks like a lovely fish. And we did get the max there. So once our inventory is full, we will head back, sell everything we've got, and if we have any leftover energy, clear up a few more stones, a few more twigs, and then call it a night. Oh, well, we've missed out on the perfect. This one is slightly tricky. You're a tricky one. Again, fishing will improve as our fishing stat improves. The fishing stat improves by catching fish, 12-inch chub, catching fish and selling fish. So the more we catch, the more we sell. And that is a silver star quality chub, which will sell for a little more than the regular chub. There definitely becomes better rods available later in the game, which make fishing easier also. Another chub. The more chub we catch, the better, because it means we can store more, which is great. Which is going to be great for our end of day funds. Perfect. We have caught a 19-inch carp, which is pretty cool. I feel like that might sell for a decent amount. It's 7:20. Going to head to the bar, see who's available to talk to in the bar, because there's time left. There's no need for us to head back home. Let's go and be social. Let's go and and engage with our new friends in the community. I'm sure Shane will be there. Shane always seems to be there, so he can be rude to us in front of everybody again. That's great. Shane is here. It's more lively than the last time we entered. Hello, Shane. No, I don't have time to chat with you. Excellent. Excellent. That's fine. That's fine. We have Dr. Harvey. Remember to cover your mouth when you sneeze. I will. I will. And I feel like after being out in the rain all day, I may be sneezing often. I need a little warm me up to be ready for another cold night on the ocean. So Willie seems to be quite the night fisher. We have Clint. Today would be a good day to explore the mines. Who knows, you might find some rare ores. I would have loved to explore the mines. However, there seems to be a huge rock in the way of our ability to do that. Hey kid, you're too young to be moping around in a place like this. Okay, cool. She is obviously so drunk she's just going to repeat herself. Hello, Leah. Hello, it's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you too. You picked a good time to move here. The spring is lovely. The spring is lovely, you're right. So do we want to buy any food? I feel like we don't. I would love a beer, but I cannot justify spending almost 100% of my funds on it. Let's say hello to Emily and then go and have a look at what we've got in the other room. Just help ourselves behind the bar here. I heard rumors of rare and magical rings forged long ago by forgotten civilizations. I'm not sure if it's true or just a fairy tale. I have this terrible tendency to read far ahead of myself, which you've just seen there. Stopped Sebastian in his tracks. He doesn't want to talk to us at all. So let's have a look at the Journey of the Prairie King. Press any button. So this is a game within a game. So we use the right stick to shoot, the left stick to move, and the R2 button to use items. I'm not very good at this, just as a forewarning, so expect me to be very much dead very quickly. Yeah. So it's just a standard top-down bullet hell. Is it a bullet hell or is it a shoot 'em up? We'll go with shoot 'em up, top-down shoot 'em up. Very similar to Smash TV, which I played a lot when I was a kid, which in hindsight was probably not my parents' best decision. Smash TV, while seemingly just a standard 2D children's Mega Drive game, was a ultra violent, pretty sick game. You would roam around these arenas, murdering absolutely everything for a TV show prizes, very similar to Running Man, except the prize, while also being your life, was also things like toasters and VCR players. Okay, so R2 does use the items. We're going to have to remember to use those because I feel like I picked up a few that I couldn't have used because I had one stacked. So we'll be using those far more frequently, I think. Are these guys zombies? Is that what they are? Are they zombies? They look like zombies. I don't know why zombies would be out here on the prairie. Head on down here. Okay, so the arena's changed also. I feel like this might make it slightly easier for me though. But who knows? Yeah, so Smash TV was probably not the best thing to allow a child to play, but I didn't know any better, so we're going to use that and grab another. Oh, this one's really cool. So, whoa. Okay, I feel like we're a little bit OP now, but that's fine. Whatever helps me survive the incoming zombie onslaught. We still have the burst spray, so yeah, we're definitely going to use that. Can we get that before? No. We've got another one, so let's use that. I feel like I'm doing pretty well in comparison to the times I've played this by myself. And I would have thought I would do worse because I'm talking, which I don't normally talk to myself when I play games. So yeah, I thought that would distract me, but it hasn't. It may have even improved my my skill at Prairie King. Oh, what does that do? What? Oh, it turns me into a zombie, and apparently that terrifies them. Who's this bear? Okay, and this one I believe is an insta kill for everything. Yep. Hello. Do I want to improve my speed, my gun, or my... Let's go with gun. I don't know what that does, but hopefully it makes it slightly more powerful. Although everything seems to die in one hit anyway, so I'm not sure how useful that's going to be. Unless it improves the speed. It may have. It may have. I'll have to look into that and see exactly what each upgrade does. Okay, cool. So... Oh, let's grab that. If things get sticky, we'll just immediately kill everything like now. We'll grab these coins because upgrades seem to be useful. So these dudes just turn into spikes, which is... Nope. And there goes our first life. So apparently the hitbox is pretty close to them. So try and avoid as much contact with the zombie dudes as possible, which is probably what you want to do with zombies all the time, really. Just avoid general contact with them. Let's go this way. We can use him to... Let's keep him alive because he blocks them from being able to get to us. So that's... Oh, that looks like a... Yep, it is. It's an additional life. We needed that because we just lost one. This is... what does this do? Okay, cool. So that's very similar to the huge circular shot, which provides a lot of protection. But sadly, it did kill our little buffer spikes over there. Get the shotgun. The timer at the top seems to be when we progress to the next stage. So we're pretty close to that. I think, we may just have to clear out these last few guys. Yeah, that's what we had to do. Let's move on down into the next area. Okay, so we could definitely get trapped in here, and that is not something we want. Let's see. Oh, okay, so that one just sort of surprises them, I want to say. That's good. I feel like we would have been in trouble if I didn't pick that up. Okay, so having the insta-kill is definitely going to be useful on here. Let's try and save that. Oh, let's use it now and then grab this and chase them away. So this is similar to the Power Star in Mario. Oh, don't want to do that. Oh, who is this guy with his horns? Not your regular garden variety zombie. Speaking of garden variety zombies, I was addicted to Plants vs Zombies for such a long time, and that has just reminded me of it and slightly given me the urge to play it. But I had to wean myself off of it slowly because it was all I did for such a long time. What is this bear? Apparently he is nothing, and he led to my demise. Okay, so let's ignore the bear for now. Let's ignore the bear. I mean, I don't know what a bear... Oh dear. Don't know what a bear is doing out on the prairie anyway, unless it's a prairie dog. That's possible. It could be a prairie dog. Coffee. Oh, coffee increases our movement speed, which is handy. So if we can survive this, the shotgun is going to help with that. Let's get in here. I think we'll be safer in here. I'm not sure. It feels like we will. Get rid of absolutely everyone just in time for the timer to run out. So I feel like we're pretty safe now because this guy poses no threat to us now. Let's improve our... we've got 15. That's the most expensive apart from another gun upgrade. So we'll upgrade our bullets. Let's do that. And move on. You'll never take me alive. Oh, right. Okay, so this is a boss. This could never actually gotten this far before. Right, so we've got 1 life to kill this boss, who seems to enjoy hiding behind his fence. And we missed absolutely every shot there. There we go. So we're just going to have to be really careful because we only have 1 hit and he has a health bar. He is a bullet sponge. He is the definition of a bullet sponge. He is a... Whoa, that was close. That was very close. Apparently he can shoot over the bushes. I was using the bush for cover and... Oh dear. Okay, well, that felt pretty successful. We're definitely going to come back and do that again and see if we can get a little bit further. Yeah. Okay, so... and it didn't take any time. We haven't just sunk our entire evening into Journey of the Prairie King. Okay, well, we're going to head back. Going to use the remaining energy we have to clear out a few more sticks and stones on our farm. Hopefully not break our bones, and then we will sell everything available to us and call it a night. In fact, if we sell everything now, it frees up some space for said materials. So we're going to sell this, the silver star chub, and the carp. I'm going to keep the geodes on me as a reminder to head on over to Clint tomorrow to get those cracked open if we have good fortune. So let's clear out these weeds because that may, if we're lucky, provide us with some seeds. It doesn't look like it's going to though. In the next episode, it's going to be very similar. We're going to... I may look at laying out some pathways just so that I have a rough idea of what I want to do with the space. Some mixed seeds. I haven't decided. I'm definitely just going to play it by ear as we go along. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I think that's the best way to do it because I don't want to waste too much time and too much resources on remodeling everything, unless that's what you guys want. In which case, we'll do that. But I think the best way might be to start the layout once we've got the materials for a building and got that building up, so that we can base our whole farm around it. It is getting late. Let's head back over here. We're definitely going to need to light up the farm. That much is for certain. So how many? We have 3 seeds. So we need another one here and another 2 here. Thank God for the rain. So even though the general store wasn't open, we still managed to get some seeds planted, which is great. Yeah, so our fortune today, let's find out. Welcome back to Welwick's Oracle. If you seek hidden knowledge of the future, you've come to the right place. The spirits are very displeased today. They will do their best to make your life difficult. Wow. That's not very nice. Well, in that case, I'm very glad we didn't crack open those ores, because the geodes even, because we probably wouldn't have got very good rewards, because that is definitely tied to our luck being based on how the spirits feel about us. So I'm pleased we ran out of time and forgot to do that. So I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to let you guys see how much money I made from selling everything today, and then we'll call it an episode. Oh, we've leveled up level 1 foraging, +1 axe proficiency. Trees sometimes drop seeds. That's going to be very useful when we want to grow our own trees. New crafting recipe, wild seeds. New crafting recipe, field snack. Field snack is going to be good because we'll be able to create our own food so that we can get our energy back up. Level 1 fishing, +1 fishing rod proficiency, so that will make fishing easier, just like I was saying earlier. Okay, so we made nothing from farming, 60 from foraging, and 267 from fishing. So we made a little bit of profit today. Apparently, the carp sells for the least. Who knew? Who knew? I had my mindset on that one being the biggest seller, but apparently the bullhead is the biggest individual seller. The chubs sell for 50, and the silver star chub sells for 62. So we made a healthy bit of profit there, 327 gold. So I'm going to call it an episode there, and I will be back very soon for day 4. Thanks, guys. If you enjoyed that, like and subscribe. Comments are always welcome in the bottom, and I'll see you soon.